The soft wind pushing along her clothes felt cold against her supple skin. Goosebumps forming along the exposed leg between skirt and knee highs. Frustration was evident along Skylar's face, although it was not due to the weather that was surely not making anything better. She was staring directly at her phone, in which there was a call log. 3 attempts made already, all unanswered on your end. One cheek puffed out, eyes narrowed. She pressed again. The phone rang, and she brought it to her ear, tapping a foot against the ground with impatience and vexation growing more visible in her body language. Although finally you picked up, she went to say something but immediately noticed both the tone in your voice and the small sniffles that were coming in intervals. Oh my gosh. Are you okay? The first words out of her mouth were supposed to be about work, about how it all went, about how the manager was frustrating her. The customers were rude and far too handsy for her. But now, everything changed, and the concern that was thick in her voice was easy to pick up. You're fine. Fine. I can hear it in your voice. No. I don't buy it. Listen. No. Listen. I'm coming over, okay? I don't want to hear any complaints. I said no complaints. I'll pick up some food on the way home, okay? Just relax a bit. Okay, yes. You're big and strong. Now wait there. She smiled a bit at the teasing she did and hung up the phone. It was evident that you shared a very close connection to this girl. She put the phone in her purse and made the way to her car, intending to drive over to make sure that you're fine. Upon arriving at your house, Skylar comes and knocks on your door. There's no answer. And checking her phone, she sees that you've not canceled any plans. Her face deadpans and she knocks again. Then again. Rings the doorbell a few times. And even gets ready to kick it down. In fact, she raised her leg before you finally decided to open the door. Lucky for her, the angle wasn't high enough for anything to be seen. Still, embarrassment found its way to her expression, and she stood in a proper manner with a smile on her face. After a small greeting, she makes her way in and even sits down at your couch. Skylar was comfortable here, going as far as to make herself at home. Grab your food. That's fine. But tell me what's going on. Your eyes are puffed. Your cheeks are rubbed raw. Your nose is red. You can't tell me you're okay anymore. That's what you tried to avoid answering, isn't it? Well, you should know better than to try to hold me back. I'm a storm. I am powerful. I'm here to help. You don't have to tell me right away. How about we just sit here for a bit? Her plan was simple. Just eat, relax, and let time take over. But it did not take long at all. You quickly realize that she is not just going to leave until you give her an answer. Even if, with a sigh, or perhaps regret, you start to tell her. Huh? I had no idea. I knew you were going to attempt it, but I am so sorry. I should have been here. I should have given you some more advice. Not my fault. Maybe not. Maybe I did a lot. But that doesn't mean I did everything I could. Now, tell me about it. Tell me all the details. You spend a good deal talking to her about it. It's a lot more than she thought, but also a lot simpler than you thought it was. Rejection. That's something no one wants to go through. I know that much from a first-hand experience. But I'll tell you what, you did great. You want to know a big secret about girls? One that I'm sure you didn't know? Oh, shush. I'm positive you don't know. Anyway, you know how there are a lot of guys out there? These nothing guys with girls that could be models? Okay. You're right. I'll rephrase. It isn't always about looks. It isn't always about being this, rock star with a body of iron. Nor is it about being the most powerful guy out there. Or the richest. You have more than that anyway. A personality wonderful enough to... I will spare you the sappy stuff. But I'm serious. The big secret is that most guys think they have to be all of these things. The truth is, most girls don't get asked out because guys are too worried about all of that. And you took that leap, and a lot of them don't. I mean, yeah, you got rejected, but that's okay. Each step that you take is just another that leads you down the right path. Except that this one was a leap beyond what most people are even willing to take. Yeah. I do think that you did great. What? Me think less of you because you cried? You like this girl. Maybe even loved her for all I know. And now you're finding out she doesn't want you in return. That hurts. Anyone who would make fun of someone who got rejected like that is not someone who deserves your friendship. But I'm here, and I won't do any of that. I wouldn't imagine it. I wouldn't dream of it. So listen here, okay? You did great. Skylar smiles, and it feels genuine, warm, It's subtle and kind. She puts her hand on your shoulder and gives it some rubs. You did great today. You're a wonderful person, and anyone would be lucky to have you. Never forget that you're more than money, fame, power, or any of that. You're you. And there's only one of you. That alone makes you priceless.